Good morning, class. Today we begin with a new chapter called diversity. Okay, it is on page 185. Now, those who do not have a book will see from here. Now, first, before even we begin the chapter, we need to know the meaning of the term diversity. Diversity, in a very simple term, means differences. हमें जो अलग हैं चीजें, that is called diversity. Like we all are human beings. We all have two eyes, one nose, and the features, two hands, two legs, etc. etc. तो हम फिर अलग कैसे? No, no. Diversity means इतनी similarity होते हुए भी कि we call ourselves human beings. We are different from each other. Even a twin brother or a sister, they are also different. And leave the physical difference. Many of us have different temperaments. What is the temperament? हमारे सोचने का तरीका, हमारा behavior, everything is different from the other person. So now, when we talk of diversity, we are talking of how in India there are different variety of people living. Maybe there are people who are following different religion. Maybe there are people who are of different color, maybe different caste, maybe different creed, maybe different gender. Yet, in spite of our differences, India is the country which gives shelter to one and all equally. Okay, so this is the term diversity, and we will be reading in this chapter how India has diversity of culture and how it has still lived and survived as one nation. हम में इतने differences हैं, आए दिन religion के नाम पे लड़ते झगड़ते हैं, such petty things. And और वो भी छोड़ दो, कलर पे लड़ते हैं. You you are of a dark color. I am so white, the fair color. Oh, मैं तो गोरी हूँ, तुम काले हो. Is this the criteria? No. We should grow up above this. So here we are with the introduction. There's one child who has opened the mic, and the rest of you are suffering because of that child. It's not my problem. Please switch off your mic and be vigilant. मुझे class 6D बहुत पसंद है. Why? Because you all listen to me, but I don't know why you are not listening to me today. So introduction. India is a vast country as well as the world's largest democracy. The Republic of India is a land of heterogeneous, racial, lingual, religious, and social groups, which are further divided into various castes, classes, and sects. Running through all these diversities, is the thread of India's basic unity, which makes it a big nation of a rich composite culture. From Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat, these there exists the Indian culture, which holds the bond of unity across all the cultures of the country. Our unity in diversity is the backbone of our national development. We should all feel that we are one despite of all differences. Even the Indian Constitution recognizes the rights for everyone to follow their religion and develop their language and culture. So now they are telling you that India, from head to toe, from side to side, is filled up with people living in different variety. That means they follow different customs, they follow different caste, creed, color, they are of different gender, they are of different language that they speak of. Yet, India is the country which has engulfed everyone and has appeared as one nation. It has united all the diversities. All the differences present in India have been united under the spirit of nationalism. What is nationalism? That means India stands as one country one united whole. The people of India are united by the thread of brotherhood. Though there are differences, we all even fight on small little things. Yet when it comes about the culture, its heritage, India has vast culture. If we have the Vedas, the textbooks, we also have the Quran. We also have knowledge from Guru Granth Sahib. We also have knowledge from Bible. If we talk of one particular sport, we have not just a particular religion sportsman, but of different religions. And they all play for one nation, India. So in spite of differences, we stand united. If in India we celebrate Holi and Diwali, we also celebrate Christmas. We also celebrate Eid. The shops and the marketplaces, they are filled with people of all religion, of all variety at the time of festivals. We go and visit our friends irrespective of our religion, especially in the festivals. We go with gifts to other people, not thinking of religion anymore, not thinking of color, caste, status, anything. If he or she is a friend, we definitely visit, we definitely wish each other. So that is what makes us one. Now, coming on to diversity in family structure. Now, leave about others. हमारे अपने घरों में कितने अलग अलग तरीके के लोग हैं. Some are very talkative, some are very, you know, extrovert, some are introvert, some hardly speak, some are fun loving, some are very serious type, some are studious, some are naughty. So even in the family, we have differences. We have all variety of people, yet we live together under one roof. Isn't it, children? So let us read about this. Generally, it is seen that there are two types of families in India: joint families and single or nuclear families. Now, in India, we have two types of families: either joint, where uncle, auntie, grandfather, grandmother, and your own family all are clustered together in one house and they live in one house. They live together. That is called joint family. But a nuclear family or a single family is where mama, papa, and their children are living together. That is a nuclear family. In a joint family, grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, uncles, aunts, cousins, grandsons, granddaughters live together under one roof. And there is also a head in the family, probably the grandfather, grandmother, father, or mother. While in a nuclear family, parents live with their children, where customs of joint family, where either the father or the mother is the head of the family. The custom of joint family has prevailed for a long time in India because it has a few advantages of its own. Now, living in a joint family with all grandfather, grandmother, uncles, aunties, cousins together has number of advantages. उसके बहुत सारे फायदे हैं. Let us see the first one. After any tragedy, such as death, accident, etc., other members of the family bring up the children of the parents who are no more. If there's a tragedy in a family, if there's an accident in a family, the person who is dead, now their children are looked after by other members in the family and they are taken as just their own kids. So, this is the first and the foremost advantage where you all are treated equal. At least you are taken care of. You are not sent to a caretaker. You are still with your own blood, your own family, your own uncles and aunts are looking after your grandparents are looking after you. So this is one advantage. Talking of another, in agricultural societies, many hands are required for different jobs. Children, this is a little hazy image. I'm sorry. Jobs like sowing, tilling, reaping the crops, etc. For this reason, the joint family is the most suitable form of family. Now, we all know that India is an agricultural country where most of us are farmers. Even if we are not doing farming, we have farms in our gaon, in our villages. So, the farms are looked after together jointly by our cousins and our parents and uncles and aunts. So This helps in looking after, because farming needs a lot of people. Agriculture needs more than two hands. Number three, the joint family depends upon consideration, cooperation, and shared love. Hence, it is the source of strength. Any unfortunate incident can disturb a single family or a nuclear family, but it cannot easily harm a joint family. So all of you know that very clearly, that in living in a joint family, एक की problem सबकी problem है. If one is having any problem, it is shared among the members, and it turns out to be a problem of everybody, and everybody tries and helps out to solve. Number four, where both husband and wife are working, the joint family is the best. No doubt, the coin has the other side too. So now they are saying if a husband and a wife both are working, so the children will be left in a crash. So to avoid that, in a joint family, the children are looked after by the members who are staying back at home, maybe grandfather, grandmother. So joint family has a lot of advantages. But then they are saying that there are certain advantages in a nuclear family also. A joint family has certain demerits also. में कुछ drawbacks भी हैं. Let us see. First one, in the joint family, a person cannot take decisions independently. Decisions are made by the head of the family. Now, in a joint family, the one who is the head of the family takes major decisions. In spite of that, like, you are allowed to put up your views, but then the final decision is taken by the head of the family. So your independent thinking is curbed in a joint family. Then number two, in the joint family, many times members disagree with one another and quarrel over distribution of joint property. So the single family form is better in such conditions. Now, many a times people living in a joint family, they fight for their rights, for their property. I want this, you want that. Let us divide, let us cut it, let us put it into half, let us draw the walls. All this happens in a joint family. There are many a times uh, disagreements, and there are quarrels, there are fights. So in that case, joint family is not that fruitful. Then third disadvantage, housing is a great problem for a joint family. It is not so for nuclear or single families. A nuclear family can adjust in a small house, but for a joint family, you need a big house to adjust. So we see that the joint family and nuclear families have merits and demerits of their own, and one can make the choice according to one's needs and beliefs. So whatever your choice is, whatever your demand in the family is, whatever your working condition is, it depends on number of factors, that whether you are living in a joint family or in a nuclear family. Many a times the grandparents are living in a village, but your parents, since they are working in a city, so they shift over here. So shifting for your livelihood is also a major issue, where you from a joint family you switch over to a nuclear family. So now the work that you are supposed to do for today is, you will click a class, I mean, sorry, your family photograph. You will click a family photograph. That means all the members in the family who are present. And you will be sending those photographs in the group. Now, this is an activity. You will be sending it in a group where all of you are clustered together. And after you click the photograph with your phones, you will send the photograph and you will mention the names. That means, supposing you're a child. Now, if there is a grandfather in the picture, you will write grandfather, grandmother, mama, papa, whatever your sister or brother name is. Or if you're living in a nuclear family, then you'll just put up the photograph of your mama, papa, and the bachas. So now this is the work. You'll be sending it with the information given below. Okay, am I clear? This is an activity which each one of you, after the class ends, you will click a photograph, and you can click any what the way you want. Okay, but it should be a family photograph. I hope I'm clear to